the whole pro-life situation, real quick. What is the lesson that you're learning through all of this? Would you say?
The lesson that I'm learning is that I've got to be careful of being pigeonholed, because people can take a piece of tape and edit out the first half and only pull out one snippet that could start a firestorm. The tape that you're referring to, I said specifically, I am pro-life from conception, no abortions, no exceptions. But they only focused on a later part of it where they were trying to pigeonhole me with a specific situation. And so the lesson learned is beware of being pigeonholed, because you know they can pull it and take it out of context.
Right. Let me ask you, because you just mentioned out here, you believe abortion should be illegal in America.
Yes.
The social conservative, the pro-life groups will hear that and say, therefore, are you for some sort of pro-life amendment to the Constitution that in essence would trump Roe v. Wade?
Yes. Yes. I feel that strongly about it. You know, if we can get the necessary support and it comes to my desk, I'll sign it. That's all I can do. I will sign it.
Right. And as for you mentioned marriage as well there as well. So you're also, just so I understand, you're for a constitutional marriage amendment as well.
Marriage should be protected at the federal level also. I used to believe that it could be just handled by the states, but there's a movement going on to basically take the teeth out of the 1996 Defense of Marriage Act, and that could cause an unraveling. So we do need some protection at the federal level because of that. And so, yes, I would support legislation that would say that it's between a man and a woman.
Because there is a concern that the Defense of Marriage Act could be overturned.
It could be overturned because there are already attempts by some states and some groups to weaken the Defense of Marriage Act.
The social conservative groups, one of the things that they're telling me is that they want a president that's going to use the bully pulpit, if you will, on the life issue. Doesn't mean you have to get bogged down in all of this, but they want to see a president, if not use the word advance the legislation, at least use the bully pulpit to talk to America about this issue. What's your sense on that?
I believe that the office of the presidency in the bully pulpit should be used for that, because I happen to believe that we have many instances where if you appeal to people's hearts, you can change their minds. I had the experience of visiting a facility in Houston, Texas not too long ago. It was a women's facility. I can't remember the name. And I happened to be there that day. What they do is they work with young ladies who have gotten pregnant and they think they want an abortion. It was so moving to walk in there, and they introduced me to a young lady who had decided not to have an abortion, and see that pretty baby there. If you touch the hearts of people, you can get people's minds to change, but you have to show them the beauty of not aborting a life. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was one of the greatest leaders this country has ever seen. How did he bring about the movement that resulted in the Civil Rights Act in 1964? He touched the hearts of people. That's what a president needs to have the ability to do in order to change people's minds.
And you're saying as a president of the United States, you can be a businessman and also somewhat of a social conservative warrior as well?
Yes, you sure can. You sure can, because if people trust you, they will believe in you, and they might rethink some of their thoughts on some of these social issues.